Little wise, wise replies. Welcome to KidSay.
Hey, imagination adventurers! I'm Ari, and this is KidSay, where we chase wild questions into the animal kingdom and discover big brain power. Today's mystery is a fascinating one. Which animal is the cleverest? Let's peer into nature's smartest marvels. No tricks, just cool, real science. Got a question about space sharks, penguin dances, or slime-making science? Send it through the KidSpace Stories and Music app, free on the App Store and Google Play. That's the only way to reach me. Before naming a winner, we must ask, what does smart mean? Scientists look at things like problem-solving and tool use, memory and self-awareness, social learning and teamwork, creativity or planning ahead. Different species shine in different ways, so cleverness isn't a single race. Chimpanzees share nearly 99% of our DNA. They use sticks to dig insects, leaves to scoop water, and they recognize themselves in mirrors, showing self-awareness. Orangutans also display smart behaviors, planning ahead, sharing knowledge, using tools, and even self-recognition and intentional sounds. These great apes are way up there when it comes to primate intelligence. Bottlenose dolphins have super long social memories, remembering friends and whistles even after 20 years apart. Their brains are packed with clever skills, mimicry, teamwork, and treating labels like language. That's why dolphins are often called the Einstein of the sea. Corvids like New Caledonian crows are amazing problem solvers. They bend wires to fish out food, create hooks out of twigs, and plan ahead, like a bird-crafted crowbar. In modern experiments, crows learn to count and vocalize the right number of caws, matching or even surpassing human toddlers. Smaller brains, but enormous brain power packed tightly inside. Octopuses, cuttlefish, and squid are the smartest invertebrates on Earth. Using bodies and brains that evolved separately from mammals, they can escape enclosures, solve puzzles, use shells as shelters, and wiggle out of tricky traps. They plan, innovate, and even show playfulness, proving big brains aren't just for furry friends. Pigs have long-term memory, spatial learning, and can even play simple video games. African gray parrots, like the famous griffon, understand numbers and logic, even outperforming 5-year-old humans in tests. Capuchin monkeys use stones to crack nuts, learn money concepts, and inherit behaviors through teaching. Elephants and bonobos have empathy, teamwork, tool use, and family planning memory abilities. Even rats and pigeons show counting, memory, learning, and creative problem-solving skills, the spruce pets. So, who's the cleverest? Let's summarize what makes different animals shine. Species, clever power. Chimpanzees and orangutans, tool use, planning, self-awareness. Dolphins, social memory, teamwork, mimicry. Crows and ravens, tool-making, counting, future planning. Octopuses, invention, escape, flexibility. Parrots, pigs, capuchins, elephants. Logic, empathy, learning, creativity. The real answer, no single winner. Each is brilliant in its own way. Try this at home. Set up a simple puzzle for your pet bird or a raccoon-like creature, if you're lucky to have one. Observe how your dog or cat solves a new trick. Do they watch, adapt, and learn? That's intelligence in action. Bonus question. From Ella, age 9. Could there be smarter aliens than us? Maybe. But here on Earth, we already share the planet with tons of brilliant minds, each smart in its own special, surprising way. Got a question about slime molds, ant cities, or worms with brains? Share it through the KidSpace Stories and Music app. It's free on the App Store and Google Play, and it might be our next adventure. Thanks for exploring animal intelligence with me. Remember, cleverness doesn't come in one shape or size. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and admire every kind of brain out there. We sniffed out the facts using trusted science from BBC Earth and The Times for wild stories about the world's brainiest animals. Britannica and Encyclopedia Britannica for facts about species smarts and how we measure intelligence. Wired and Time for amazing crow research, tool-bending birds, and brainy behavior. Science Focus, How Stuff Works, and AfricaSafaris.com for deep dives into dolphins, octopuses, parrots, chimps, and more. Sentient Media and Bark and Whiskers for surprising facts about clever pigs and other unexpected geniuses. Wikipedia, checked for animal behaviors like tool use, memory, and planning. And American Scientist, for explaining how scientists study animal minds. Because here at KidSay, we don't monkey around with facts. We go straight to the smartest sources in the animal kingdom.
That's it for today's episode of KidSay. If something made you wonder, that's a good thing. Big questions, little thoughts, even the weird ones, we love them all. So if you're curious about anything, open the KidSpace Stories and Music app on iOS or Android and ask us. It's free, and it all starts with your question. Until next time, stay curious and keep asking.